Now, standoff between police and a gunman in a Bendigo house has ended with the man found dead. 4 police officers were shot overnight when they answered reports of an assault. Reporter Darren Lunny is at the scene, joining us by phone. Darren, a tense day by all accounts.
Oh, it certainly has been, Christina. Many people here in Bendigo have been on tenterhooks, just waiting for news on the gunman, whether he was dead or alive. Special Operations Group police had listening devices and other surveillance equipment in and around the house. They heard very little noise, and a short time ago, threw tear gas into the house. When there was no movement, they moved in and found a 36-year-old man dead in the hallway with what police say was a self-inflicted wound. He had a firearm by his side, and another weapon, I believe, was found at the front door. Now, police can't say exactly how long the gunman had been dead, but they estimate it happened several hours ago. Of course, now the Homicide Squad and the Armed Offenders Squads and the Ethical Standards Department will take over the investigation. But this is how the developments of the last 19 hours unfolded.
What started as a domestic dispute soon became the worst case of police casualties in force history. Just after 9:30 last night, the gunman began firing at police from a semi-automatic rifle, injuring 4 officers, 3 of them seriously. Police were called to the house after this 70-year-old man was attacked by his son. In the process, Senior Constable Peter Eames was shot in the chest, Senior Detective Craig Miller in the stomach, Inspector Kaminski in the stomach, and Sergeant Peter Lukaitis in the ankle.
Whilst I'm saddened by the nature of the event that occurred, I'm very heartened by the courage shown by other members of the force in extracting the injured members from within the line of fire.
Senior Constables Michaela Maskell and Gary Harrison crawled 100 metres on their hands and knees to reach Senior Detective Miller, who, suffering a punctured lung, had fallen into a culvert and directly into the firing line.
These people go to work day by day, not knowing what they're going to be confronted with, and always fearing that something like this might happen. When it does, they show their true mettle. At
least 20 shots were fired, some narrowly missing civilians.
We were just standing around, we didn't know what was going on. So we could have been, but there were shots going around us for sure.
Negotiators were unable to make contact with the gunman, while loud sirens and smashing windows also failed to draw the 36-year-old out of the house. As the siege entered its 20th hour, stories of psychological problems are starting to emerge. One local says he once overheard the man express a desire to kill all police. Chief Commissioner Neil Comrie travelled to Bendigo Hospital this afternoon, where he spoke to his injured members.
We're just pleased to be with us. I think that's the best way I can describe it. And one of the younger members said...
Last night he opened fire on police